Okay, it's still Thursday and I'm back working on the Mermaid Journal. I'll just show you the bags that I did while you were away. I thought I cut this piece of lace so it looked like a mermaid tail sticking out there. I think you saw me do this one, but I had forgotten to add my cheesecloth elements, so that got glued on top instead of underneath, and so did that one. This is one I did. I think this is the last one I did. I really like this with all the little tiny bits. Piece of cheesecloth here. Oh, I also just did a journaling spot on the backs with a little domino image, sea life domino image from Christie Art Designs. This one has cheesecloth, a large piece of it, and lace, and then some ribbon and bias tape, yeah. It's a yo-yo. I think you saw me do this one. That's what I put on the inside. Yeah. Alright, so that's the bags. What I'm going to do now is, inspired by Jibbid Neri on YouTube, the tissue paper with alcohol inks is inspired by her, of course. And this page is inspired by her. So the problem with this page is, this is the first one I tried, and I just used a book page. It doesn't have anything to do with mermaids or the sea or anything, and just cut it in a wave and then stitched it on. What I thought I would do would be to cut away the extra tissue paper down here, but forgetting that the book page didn't go all the way across, so I'm going to have to put something across here to fix that. So for these, I'm going to use music paper that's long enough to go all the way across. So I have this cut to the size of my page. I have this cut to the size of my pages. So I'm going to, thought I brought a pencil over here with me. There it is. Just going to draw a wavy line here. And one here. I will cut those two waves out and stitch them at the top and the bottom of this page. I'm not sure how Jibbid did it, but I drew a little sketch of it. Sometimes when I'm watching a video, I have a notebook, and when I'm watching videos and I see something that I really like, I will do a little sketch of it and try to make note of whose video it was. And then I usually forget about them, but I had this. I'm trying to go through them and look at them and actually do some of those ideas. So anyway, I had sketched this out. So I don't know how she did it, but this is how I'm doing it. So you can see that it's framing out the tissue, and I am just going to stitch it. I used a stitch that looks kind of like a wave. It's not very dark. I kind of wish I was using a darker blue thread, but this is what I'm using, and I might run out of it before I'm done, and then I'd have to go to Walmart. And then I will be able to tear away or cut away the excess tissue and use it for something else. I don't want that to go to waste because the alcohol inks that I colored it with are expensive. Whoops, went too far. started out too small, so I changed the length. I won't do the third one on camera here because you get the idea. I want to also mention this silhouette of the mermaid here. This was sent to me by my friend Cindy, one of my customers and my subscribers on YouTube. She and her granddaughter made me some cutout mermaids. I love this dye. So I've got them in a couple shades of blue and then the black silhouettes, and then they also stamped these and die cut them, these little mermaid images, and they're stamped with waterproof ink. She used two different kinds, StazOn and Memento, I believe. I know Memento was one. She had them, oh, VersaFine was the other. She had them in separate bags, but I'm sorry, Cindy, I mixed them. But I think they're both waterproof. I guess I'll find out. Memento is. So I'm thinking I might color some of these. So I'm not sure which I'm going to put onto this paper. I'll color a mermaid and see how she looks. She does look good in the black and white though against that color. But I'll try coloring one and see what I think. But for now I'm just going to cut off the excess tissue. Use my smaller scissors. Try not to cut through the music paper. A little awkward. Okay. Well, you get the idea. I don't have to do that on camera. So it'll have a mermaid on it. And I added some watercolor splotches of, this is washi tape, but it looks like watercolor splotches. It's Jane Davenport. So I added that up here. So I'm not sure exactly what I'll do with this, but I just wanted to see me constructing the paper. And then I didn't dye enough of the scrapbook paper. So those sheets that I just did with the music paper and the tissue will be in the place of one of the scrapbook pages, and then I figured I would just piece together my leftover pieces and do a patchwork page. I know people are calling them Franken pages now, but years ago I did a page like this. I think I saw a picture on Pinterest. So it does look like Frankenstein stitching on the back. But this is how I do it. I'm not sure. I think it's Nick the Booksmith that came up with the name Franken pages. But I'm not sure how she did it. I don't think she stitched them to paper. I think she just stitched them to each other. But the way I did it years ago, and I don't know, it's in a journal that I actually used already. But I don't know which journal it was, or I would have looked for it. But anyway, I take the paper, a background paper, and stitch my scraps to that. So that's what I'm going to do. And I brought over some of these images that I might stitch on also. These are from this kit. Why can never remember that name? Ivy Shutters. And this actually came from a book about animals. I thought that was really neat. So I've got my scraps over here. I'm just gonna start sewing some. With zigzag. This is the scrapbook side, but I think I'll just use the blue side here. We're just tearing paper and fitting it on. Randomly. Don't overthink it. Got some seashells here. I like this paper. It was kind of a, not a solid color, and it's got this kind of a tan around the edges, so it reminded me of water and sand. So I dyed it on the other side. So I thought it was a really cool paper for this project. Okay, let's see if I can hold this all together. I'll start up here. I'm losing it already. I should tape it down or glue it down a little bit. Oops. I don't want any straight edges. Sorry, I'm not talking. I'm thinking. Not overthinking. I'm just thinking. Whoops. We're getting there. Look at the back. All right, let's keep going. What else do I have here? This green polka dot with blue polka dots from the pizza pan. Looks cute. Okay, I want some seashells on this side of the page too. I have a little bit of a song from Mozart's Magic Flute playing in my head because I just watched Amadeus the other day. And that's not a bad thing. Sometimes I get songs stuck in my head that I don't like. I hate that. If I could sing, I'd sing it for you, but you wouldn't want to hear it. I think I'll just stick these down for now. I had a friend stop over. Fortunately, I wasn't filming when she came because I wasn't expecting her. We had gone to Applebee's the other day. She's from Michigan and she's been here for a month because her son, who is my pastor, his wife just had a baby, so she's been here helping cook the meals and take care of the toddler. Their other daughter is only 1.5, and she's so cute. But anyway, my friend and I went to Applebee's a few days ago because I wanted her to taste the triple chocolate meltdown dessert, which is my favorite dessert in the whole wide world. It's a lava cake served with ice cream. So good. So we got that, and I couldn't finish my cake. It's quite a big piece, and it comes with a scoop of ice cream. Let's start over here. So I had half a piece of cake in her car, and I left it there. And I never went and got it. I live very close to the pastor, to the pastor's house. I could have gone to get it, but I never did. So she's leaving today, and she stopped by before she left with a brand new cake from Applebee's with a scoop of ice cream in a separate container. So all I have to, I put the ice cream in the freezer, of course, and all I have to do is warm up the cake to let the lava melt again and have it with my ice cream later. Wasn't that sweet? She's a sweetheart. I'm just kind of going all over the place here like a crazy quilt. I've got some holes I'll have to fill in. Oop! I ran out of bobbin thread. So I'm not going to make you finish watching me do that. I have to wind my thread. But you get the idea. I just make sure all the edges are stitched down. You get a crazy quilt pattern on the back, which you can, you know, write on. I think it would be fun to write in between all the stitching lines. I think that would be a fun way to journal. So each of the journals will have one patchwork page and a crazy quilt page. And each journal will have one of these pages. Okay, I don't know if I'll be back with anything today, but I'm going to keep working on my mermaid journals. Bye for now.